Hello YouTube, Gold Silver Strength here. Today we're going to be talking about Netflix stock and whether or not you should buy it today. If you have not subscribed to the channel, make sure you do so down below so that we can continue to produce more informative content, and make sure you hit the like button so that I know that this video was helpful for you guys and I can continue to make better videos. So let us go into the 9-day moving average and its relationship with Netflix. You can see that, at least in the short term, Netflix does like to ride the 9-day moving average. You can see since the start of 2020 right here, there has been a bullish cross and it rides the 9-day moving average. Then we had that March dip, which when it broke the 9-day moving average. But since March, it continued to ride a 9-day moving average up until May, broke it slightly, another ride towards the 9-day moving average, and then right now it's consolidating. Today, August 26th of 2020, we had a huge move up, at least 10% on Netflix stock. So this is extremely bullish and very extreme, even for this stock. In terms of general patterns and resistance zones, currently I see a ceiling. We can draw it right here. A ceiling at around, let's say 508, 510. And then we can draw a floor right here at around 480. Usually when we identify a channel, Netflix would bounce up and down, which it has been doing since early July. And with the exception of today, it just continuously broke through the ceiling. If you were a trend trader and you have identified that Netflix was channeling and you saw that it broke the 510 mark, this would have been a sign for you to get in on this stock on the bullish side, and you would have made a ton of money for this day trade or possible swing trade. In terms of time patterns, nothing really sticks out to me, at least in the short term. There is no patterns in terms of consecutive green candles or consecutive red bearish candles that I can see. Netflix just enjoys to ride the 9-day moving average, and if it wants to break down and continue to test lower levels of support, it will do so, but it will ultimately bounce back up, as we see, at least in the short term for 2020, and continue to test new highs. Historically speaking, in the short term, in regards to the price action candles, anytime we see huge movements in price action candles, there's always a drastic movement either in one or the other direction. So for instance, the next biggest candle, instead of the one we saw today, was on July 10th of 2020. We see a huge move up, but what followed after that? On July 13th, it opened up, but it continued straight down. And this is one possible effect that we can see for tomorrow's trading day for Netflix. What is another big bullish move up? Just looking right now, you can see right here on April 13th, 2020, we see that it gaps up and broke some of the highs previously established in late February, and it gapped up for 3 straight days. This is very, very extreme, but for Netflix, what happened as a result of that? It retraced back for the next, how many days is this? 2, 4, 6, 8. It retraced for the next 10 days, and then it gradually moved upward. So really nothing goes up in a straight direction. So you should be very careful with what Netflix may want to do within the short term, leading up towards the end of August and the beginning of September. Right now, it broke above the channel, so it's going to continue on the bullish trend. It just formed a bullish cross with this massive move upward. It needs to break the highs right here at around 575 in order for it to continue to make higher highs. So let us see if that is a historical pattern we're seeing right now. So seeing that we are at the start of 2020, we can see that the lows are definitely getting higher. The lows right here. and the highs are getting higher as well. So we can expect Netflix to chop upward and establish a new high, at least higher than this point right here. It would be very good to see what a Fibonacci retracement is, so we will establish that right now. We can use the highs right here from July, and then we can use the lows made in March. So let us do that right now. Go down, stop right there. Let us adjust the scale, and then let us use the monthly chart so that we can have a bigger point of view. So at the 161% ceiling, we have Netflix going towards $765. This is the next price point for a major ceiling for Netflix. And if for anybody that is trading or investing according to Fibonacci, that is a price point that you should be worried about. So overall, Netflix in the very short term, I'm talking about tomorrow or the rest of the trading days this week, it should either give some gains back and retrace. It should finish maybe anywhere 520-ish, get down to the low 500s. Who knows? But at the same time, it can also continue to gap up, which is not uncommon. So Netflix is gonna do some very drastic moves to finish this week. And towards the midterm, I can expect Netflix to hit at least $765, the 161% extension. So that is another point to look out for. And it is unclear to me whether or not Netflix has any bullish or bearish long-term outlook. I didn't take a look at the monthly chart because currently Netflix has a lot of opportunities, very short-term and possibly midterm, that we should rather focus on. Again, to summarize, the higher highs right here, as indicated by these circles, and the higher lows is showing that the general trend is pointing upward. In terms of MA cross, it just finished a channel and it broke above that. It's also very bullish. But at the same time, you also have the price action candle itself that is possibly bearish, where these drastic and huge candles that are formed may or may not gap down or gap up, but finish below the current highs right now. You just don't know where these directions might go. But whatever decision you want to make for Netflix, this is a ripe stock for people that want to trade or invest because it has a lot of volatility, meaning that good prices and great selling prices will both occur, and people can definitely capitalize on this opportunity. So I hope this helps everyone, and thank you for listening. Are you tired of losing in trading and investing? Check out my videos where I do a bare bones analysis on just the price action. No fancy indicators, no gimmicks, just trend analysis and winning here. And I'll see you guys in the next video.